Hello everyone. Today I would like to show you something I've built for myself, mainly because of the poor weather in the UK and the inability to do any amount of decent work in the garage where it's quite cold. Even with the heating on, the temperatures are not consistent, so as far as the paints go, it's always a little bit problematic. So, fortunately, the situation I found myself in is that I have my own office directly above the garage, so having my workshop downstairs, as you'll see later, I thought that why not do something upstairs as well and combine the whole system into one. So what you're looking at here now is actually my airbrushing workstation in the delightful warmth of my home, and nice and quiet and nobody interrupting, and it's fully functional as well. So just to break it down, what we have here is a Clarke workshop table. The exact model I'll add in the description. It's the model that has the drawer on the with the ball bearings, so it's nice and smooth when it actually opens. So it slides nicely. And I bought myself a really cheap turntable for any smaller objects, because mainly that I'll be focusing on here on sort of stuff like phone cases and anything about that size, so whatever fits on the table. It is actually it's designed for workshops, but actually it is absolutely brilliant if you would like to build an airbrushing station for yourself. It has a really nice deep shelf above where I stack my paints, and as you can easily see, it is actually wide enough to accommodate for 400 to 120 ml bottles of paint. It's perfect for keeping stuff like the heat gun and the paints and whatever extra stuff you have for your painting. It's absolutely brilliant. Because it's all metal, you can always have a set of magnets at hand for your stenciling or whatever you like to use them for. And it comes with that nice backing board, although it is very thin, very flimsy. It moves quite a lot. It actually provides a massive amount of holes for hooks, which I will actually have to bend a little bit more, because they are not bent upwards enough. But as you can see, I have my airbrushes sitting nicely and tidy. On it, I have installed my air filter to it as well. The ducting holds onto it as well. So it's quite functional. I'm running a box standard, I think that's a silly air filter. The lamp is actually quite good, because that's a lamp with the BU11 LED lighting, so it's around 6500K as far as the white balance goes. The shelves, the drawer is not too bad at all. It is actually quite spacious, although it's not long enough to accommodate a full A3 the other way. So it's not 30 centimeters, but there's plenty of stuff for your stuff. And what I have done here, I had a nice ducting bought ages ago that was primarily bought for the whole installation for the paint booth downstairs in the garage. However, that we changed houses, and currently we are just rocking a single garage where there's hardly any space left with my motorcycle in it, so that has been put on the back burner. So what I've done here, I've drilled through the floor, which in new builds is just a rather thick MDF chipboard kind of a thing, through the insulation and through the tiles, through the thin ceiling board in the garage. The diameter is around 10 centimeters, and what I've done, having had drilled that hole here, I separated out the insulation, which I think you will see on the picture right now somewhere, and so there is unrestricted airflow, and I have connected, I think, apart from the insulation tape, I've also used the small tacking nails to secure everything in place to make sure that it is actually sealed properly. The downstairs you'll see in the moment, but through that hole we have the ducting, the air hose and the actual power supply coming down as well. The reason for that is because I wanted to have a system that will work downstairs but triggered from upstairs. So all the power to the fan and the compressor, they are both plugged in downstairs to the extension lead, but actually that extension lead goes all the way here, so I can plug it into my socket, flick it on, and everything comes to life. Ducting, I have, on purpose, I have left a little bit of slack here, so depending on what I'm working on, I can position it however I want, making it very, very comfortable to get the extraction, the extraction fan exactly where I want to suck in any overspray, and it does the job brilliantly. The whole system is interlinked, so it is. I'm running two air filters, one up, one over here, the other one downstairs. Everything is run off a splitter at the moment. I will replace it with a valve just to make the system seal more. It's probably a little bit OTT, but that's how I roll. Just to summarize, I think that is a brilliant investment if you want to work comfortably in your house. There is a lot of DIY here, just basically to make yourself comfortable while doing what you love. So please bear with me. In a second you'll see how it looks like downstairs. Thank you. Right guys, welcome to the garage, and following from what we've seen upstairs, and I do apologize for handheld recording, this is where the ducting comes out. It goes directly into the hydroponics fan, which is a 2,500 RPM fan, with details of which I will include in the description. And it's a straight through, and the other side comes out, and I have a little bit of ducting led here, and there is quite a bit of it compressed as well. I reckon I have around 4 or 5 meters here, which if I was really pedantic about it, I could possibly just extend it all the way, make a hole with the vent on the top of the garage door, and lead it out completely. Although when I'm working upstairs, well, there's nobody downstairs, and there is not a massive amount of overspray anyway to warrant leading it completely outside. Along with the ducting, we have the actual air line and the power cable running all the way down to where we have the split. And as you can see, the split it's the box standard setup where you do the W for the air hoses with the two-way splitter. That's the lower setup for when I'm working down here. It has its own loop, its own quick connector, and the other side goes all the way down to my compressor box, which I made myself as well. This is a very nice soundproof box for the compressor. Inlet, L-shaped inlet, soundproofed as well. On the other side there is an L-shaped outlet. There is a fan that sucks the air out. I didn't install any fan here because all I had to do is just make sure that there is no that the fan is not creating negative pressure, because it would struggle to suck any air out. So I've just opened up another vent here, so the air is freely flowing inside into the box. And just a quick look, that is my my bargain drawing board that I managed to acquire for next to nothing. And whenever I'm painting downstairs, I can place any odd apologies. I can place any odd paper or piece of metal or anything I would like to paint on, and that serves its purpose perfectly. It comes with an extra light as well, although I tend to use photographic light as well for that, which is currently illuminating the whole garage as well. And that is pretty much it, really. It all seems to be functioning very well. The compressor is set by default to around 50-60 psi. That gives me enough pressure to go through all the cabling. It stops here. This valve is normally shut, so it stops here, fires back all the way up, goes upstairs into my into the hoses over there. There is as you've seen, there is a second filter. I open it up and everything seems to be working perfectly fine. So that's how it looks like downstairs. If you're interested in the actual soundproof airbox, there is a separate video which link to you should see now, which I give a little bit more detail about it. It's very easy to build, and if there will be any requests, I will actually draw a schematic of how it was built. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you for looking, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye bye.